I mentioned this word embodiment, but it dawned on me that you might not know exactly what that means, why it's important, how it can assist you in being a more confident leader, a more open woman, more abundance flowing into your life, even creating better health for you. So I figured today I'll talk about embodiment, what it is, and give you 3 exercises that you can do to get more in your body. Welcome back. If you're new to my channel, my name is Devi Maisha, and I'm the founder of Black Lotus Tantra, sex magic and tantric teachings for the healing, power, and liberation of Black women. And this is my channel, Sensual Energy Alchemy, where I talk about ways that you can alchemize and shift the energy of your life with pleasure. So let's talk about embodiment. Embodiment is feeling into your body, it's being present in the moment, it's noticing the sensations, the feeling of the clothing on your skin, the food in your mouth when you eat, the sounds that you listen to. Embodiment is being grounded and rooted in oneself, to be grounded and rooted in your body, and to be present and aware with the things that are happening. Now, here's the thing: religion, society, and culture have dictated that as Black women, we cannot really be embodied because that would mean feeling all of the rage, the pain, the guilt, the grief, the sadness, the regret. Far easier for us to stuff those emotions down and keep on going, keep on trudging, except that has a huge effect on our health. Diabetes, high blood pressure, autoimmune issues, reproductive health issues, all linked to stress, and stress coming from our inability to fully feel and express through our bodies. Now, there is one place where I have seen Black women fully embodied, the one place where we are able to express our joy and no one think about it, express our fears and our sadness and no one question it. Do you know what that one place is? I bet you guessed it, the church. Now, I wasn't raised in the church, but of course, I was raised around the church with so many of my family members going to church. And the one thing that I always noticed, that I always saw, was the way Black women expressed in church, the way the tears streamed down their faces, the way they got up and shouted and danced through the aisles and just shook their bodies, sometimes writhing on the floor, entrenched in the moment, in faith, in the joy, releasing what no longer served them. But it only happened in church. Now, what I want you to know is that church isn't the only place where you can feel free to be embodied. And I want to encourage you to begin to be more embodied in your everyday life. In this world that often demands that we disconnect from any sensation, that we numb ourselves out every chance we get, to be embodied is a revolutionary act. Embodiment allows us to shift from thinking all the time, just stuck in our head, overthinking and ruminating, to feeling, processing, and letting go. And most importantly, it takes us out of survival mode and into pleasure. So let's talk about 4 ways that you can get deeply embodied, 4 practices that you can use daily. So the first is breath work. You're going to hear me mention breath work often. Breathwork practices are a way to be present with the self. When you're meditating, you're really breathing and paying attention to your breath. It's not about getting rid of thoughts, it's about being present. So I want to invite you in this moment, if you can, to close your eyes if you're comfortable with doing that. And just breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And notice any sensations in through the nose, out through the mouth. See if you can slow it down. Notice if you feel hot or cold. Notice if your chest feels tight or open. Notice if your body feels like it has this hum or vibration that's constantly flowing in it. Notice if you feel calm and relaxed. And you're just noticing without bringing any meaning to it. Take a few more deep breaths. And when you're ready, open your eyes. And just take note of what you noticed, if anything. The second practice is a way of activating your senses. And that can involve you touching your clothing and just noticing the fabric that's on your skin, touching your skin itself and just noticing how your skin feels underneath your touch. It could be taking a bath and just noticing the way the water washes over your body, the way it laps up against your skin, the way the bubbles or the soap interact in between your fingers. Sensory activation is a way for you to be present with yourself, with your body, and again, noticing the sensations. The third exercise is mindful movement, and maybe not so mindful. So it could be dancing, hula hooping, shaking your body, allowing it to do what it wants to do. One practice I will give you is to put on a song that makes you feel electric and ask your body, how would you like to move to this song? And let your body dictate the movement. It could be on beat, it could be off beat, it could be just you flailing your arms around like a child. Whatever it is, allow your body to lead the way. See how it wants to express itself. So, mindful or not so mindful movement is a practice you can use to become more embodied. Now, my favorite practice, self pleasure. Oh, yeah, you know it's going to be on the list. If you follow this channel, and you should go ahead and subscribe, like, share, you're going to hear me mention breath work and self pleasure, breath work and self pleasure, breath work and self pleasure. Self pleasure is a beautiful way to become more embodied. And I'm not talking about just grabbing your battery operated toy and going at it for 30 seconds. I mean, really taking time to make love to your own body, setting up a scene, get yourself some candles, fire safety always, or some dim lights, fragrances that arouse you. But you're just noticing how your skin feels with your hands touching you. Explore inner and outer, explore the hood, all the places. How does embodiment shift your life or change things? I'm so glad you asked. Embodiment, being embodied allows you to show up more confidently, more self assured, more clear, more grounded. Being embodied allows you to create boundaries that work, that come from a very clear place of, I own my yes and I own my no. When you're embodied, you don't hide who you are, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You celebrate all of it because it is all part of you, and you realize that you are a magnificent woman, powerful in her own body, ready to show up in her own skin. So now that you have a better understanding of what embodiment is, and you've got 4 practices to choose from, I'd love for you to comment below and let me know which practice speaks most to you. Thank you so much for being here. And if you're looking to dive deeper, of course you are, go ahead and click the link that's down below in the description and apply to join Black Lotus Tantra community. Join a community of open-minded, like-minded Black women who are stepping into their sensual power, owning their leadership, owning their sensuality and their sexuality without shame. Or I hope you subscribe. I hope to see you in the community. And until next time, stay in your pleasure, stay in your power. You are the Black Lotus blossoming. Bye.